Today I'm going to show how to use a multi-instance activity. That's an activity with 3 parallel lines. The idea is that you perform this activity for each element of a list. Here's an example of a list. An order with several line items. A line item contains the ordered product and the amount. And here we can add more line items. When the order is completely entered, we want to check the line items. In order to do this, we want to carry out this task check order item for each list element separately. Let's look at the data model. We have a business variable of the type purchase order. Within the purchase order, we find an attribute order item. Multiple indicates that there can be several order items. Here we see the type order item. It consists of an item number, a product, the amount, and the status. This is the business variable. Since in the multi-instance activity we can't access directly the list within the business variable, I have created this technical task which copies the line items into separate list object. When we have a look at the task, we can see that instances are created based on a list. So for each line item, a separate instance of this task is created. This is the list. And each task processes one order item. After that, the status entered by the user, accepted or refused, is copied into the corresponding order item so that it can be viewed in the subsequent task. Let's execute this example. I have already started the process. Here are already some line items. Let's add one more. When we submit the order, we can see in the task list that 4 tasks have been created. Each task is for processing one order item. For example, we can accept the 3rd line item as well as the 1st one. I refuse the 4th one, therefore I don't tick the box. The 2nd item is also refused. Now all 4 tasks are complete. Only when all created tasks are finished, the process moves on to the next task, review order. In this task, we can view the result. Here we have the list with the line items again, and we can see that the status is OK for items number 1 and number 3, but not for the other 2 items. Not only single tasks can be defined as multi-instance activities, but also sub-processes or call activities for separate processes. This means we can execute complete processes several times, one instance for each entry in a list. It would also be possible to process a list by loop, so that the task would be executed 4 times, but only sequentially. In contrast to this, a multi-instance task allows for processing the task instances in any arbitrary order. They can also be executed in parallel by different users.